Good morning. Today we're going to take a look at the Logitech Brio. We're going to download software, we're going to install it, we're going to take a look at the software, what settings you can use, what they do. Then we're going to compare the Brio to an Elgato with a Panasonic Lumix G7 mirrorless camera, as well as compare the camera on board for a 2017 iMac. And to make it a little more interesting, I challenge you to see if you can tell which image belongs to which device. That should be around 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Right now you're looking at the 4K Pro webcam from Logitech, which is also the Brio. So this is straight out of the box without any setup and using the audio from the webcam. And this is exactly what you can expect. I'm going to go to the website, download updates and software, and then we'll tweak it and see how good we can get it or not. Just go to the Logitech Brio update page. Go ahead and type it in your browser. You definitely want to be on your manufacturer's website, not a third-party website. Okay, I'll leave the link in the description. Here's the PDF. Doesn't hurt to download that. Then I'm going to go to Downloads, Update. Let's download now. And in your Downloads folder, you're going to find your Logitune installer. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to install the DMG. We're going to open up the package, double-click. It's going to say, this is an app. Do you want to open it? Yes. Then select Install Logituner, and you can send diagnostics or not. I say no thanks. Then you enter the password for your computer system, your iMac in my case. It's installing the Logitune. Then I go to the Go in the menu, Go, Applications, and I select Logitune. Here is your first screen that you'll see, Launch Logitune. Click that, and this is what you're going to come up with. Probably be good to watch the little demonstration. You've got selections for Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and Google Meet. And then you've got your webcam set up. And now that your Logitune software is working, you're going to want to go up and Update Available. So we'll click on Update. There we go, firmware update. Go ahead. Do not unplug device or use it for streaming until firmware update is complete. Once you do your setup for the updates and everything, you're able to download a second software. And this is the Logitech G Hub. So we'll go ahead and we'll download that now. Okay, I got the G Hub installed. It's got a lot of the same settings and options that are available in the Logitune. So go through them, play with it a little bit, get yourself comfortable. You don't want to leave everything on automatic because that's going to be the worst quality that you can get. So go ahead and play with it and see what works best for your particular setup and lighting. Here we have the Panasonic Lumix set up with the Elgato HD60S Plus. And here we have the Logitech Brio. Out of the box, this is what you're going to get. Okay, so you can make a pretty big difference. On the left, we have the Logitech Brio recorded with SNAGIT. In the middle is also the Logic Capture software. And then on the upper right, we have the Lumix Elgato with QuickTime. And this was all captured with SNAGIT from TechSmith. It's a screen capture recording program. I'll start out using QuickTime with the Lumix, and then I'll switch and use QuickTime with the Logitech Brio. The setup with the Elgato and the Lumix G7 uses the camera to control the light, aperture, and everything like that. The Brio has its own dedicated software to do that. Now, if you don't play with this software and just use the automatic, you're going to be very disappointed with this camera. But if you take time to install the software and the updates and to tweak it, and if you have enough lighting, this is a really good webcam. Now we'll try the Brio with QuickTime. So all we're going to do is go up here. And right now it's being captured with the Elgato, so I'll go ahead and do Logitech Brio with QuickTime. And here's what the video looks like. Okay, so it looks pretty good. And especially when you stop to think that the Lumix, $599, and then you've got another almost $200 with the Elgato HD60S Plus. So the Brio is a pretty good option for you. Well lit. Your webcam's like lots of light. You don't want it so bright that your forehead's white, but you want to dial it down before that. So here is the Brio with QuickTime, and here is the Lumix with QuickTime, and here is FaceTime with your onboard camera from the iMac. And you see your onboard cameras on your computers are the pits. You don't ever want to use those. I have a challenge for you. I'm going to give you 3 snapshots from each one, the Lumix G7 with the Elgato, the Logitech Brio, and the Mac onboard cam. And what I'd like you to do is write in the description the number and then which item you think it was, the Brio, the Lumix with the Elgato, or the onboard iMac. And it's going to be interesting to see if we can get it right. Screenshot 1, screenshot 2, screenshot 3. Now, out of these 3 screenshots, let's see if we can figure out which one was the Logitech Brio, the Lumix with the Elgato, and the onboard cam with the iMac. I think we all know what number 3 was. So write your answer down in the description, and I will put the answers at the end of this video. Don't know how this is going to turn out, but each one is recording with its own software. You've got the Logitech with the Logic Capture, and you've got the Elgato with the Panasonic using the Game Capture software. So you can see for yourself how this looks. If you want crystal clean images, the Elgato with the Lumix is going to be pretty hard to beat. If you want ease of use with good video, the Brio is going to be hard to beat. The Brio was very easy to use, and once set up, that was it. You're ready to go. So in my opinion, you could use this for anything. If you wanted to do live, you wanted to do videos for FaceTime, for Facebook, YouTube, anything you wanted. If you've stuck around this long, you certainly deserve the reveal. And here we go. 1 is the Brio. 2 was the Elgato and the Lumix G7, and 3 was the iMac cam. I think we all got 3 right. So hopefully this helps you out. Take care, have a great day, and I will see you next week.